Welcome. You know, I always see gorgeous pictures of Ireland, and I've always wanted to visit. Now we're taking you there with Claire Tansey. Sort of, right? Come on in here.
I wish I could have taken you with me.
Kind of, almost like being right there. So you went to Ireland
in the fall of last year, in September. And I'd never been, even though Tansey, Irish. And in fact, as soon as I landed, everyone was like, well, you got to be Irish. And I was like, I think I am.
I am. I belong
My family is from Ireland, and yet I had never been.
Well, this is good that you went and you fell in love and you brought back some recipes.
Well, actually, I brought back, I would say, ideas. And then at Chatelaine in our kitchen, we kind of did our usual thing, which is testing and developing and really creating something unique, but that's also special for a Canadian audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But the food was bananas good. Like,
well, here's the thing.
Good.
There's a resurgence of food happening in certain areas of Ireland. We've got some pictures from your trip. So from what I understand, you went to a few smaller areas like villages. What are we looking at right now?
So this is in Cork. It's actually just outside of Cork in this little village called Shanagary. And this is one of the most revered foodie havens in all of Ireland. It's called Ballymaloo House. And they have a cooking school, and then they have this inn where you can stay. And you just sit there and you go, this is the most special place I've ever been. Like, where are the fairies? They're going to come out of the... And then the food just completely blows your mind. They have, of course, I did some drinking. In
did
pubs.
you do a little bit of drinking?
Just in pubs. You know, it's all part of the... It's all
part of the experience. And look at the green.
Yes.
Like, that is some next level green happening there. That is gorgeous.
And, you know, someone said to me, when you go to Ireland, you'll see that the green is like a green you've never seen before.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Super special. And so we just tried to capture all of the amazing food that we had there and kind of transform it into something that you could make as a menu. For example, for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
Or any day of the year.
Which is cut right around the corner. Now, what I like that you do at Chatelaine, because of course this is the Chatelaine edition of City Line, is you make the recipes a little bit easier.
Always.
Which I very much appreciate.
Well, you know what, so do I.
It tastes good, but it's just a little bit easier, so you figure out the shortcuts. So
yes.
We're going to make a stew and also
a risotto.
risotto.
This is what I would call my Irish innovation side.
Okay.
We wanted to do risotto with our stew, because of course classic rich beef stew, and we will get to that. That's very Irish.
Yeah.
We wanted to serve it with risotto instead of with potatoes. Potato is the cliche of Ireland.
Right.
Cliches are throw them all out the window because everything's new. So we decided to take another amazing Irish ingredient with this, which is steel cut oats.
Oh.
So are you a steel cut oat person? Maybe
those are the only oats I have.
Once you go to steel cut, you can't go back.
Didn't know they were Irish.
And so well, they're Irish and Scottish. You know, anyway, let's just pretend for the moment they're Irish and Irish alone.
Okay, you got it. No problem. I'm on board.
So you just take them and you make a risotto with them. And it doesn't taste like porridge. Don't worry. You're not going to want to have this with a fried egg on top.
Okay.
So you toast the oats, and then this is just classic, like making a risotto, but really easy cheater style.
Yeah.
A bit of wine goes in there if you don't mind stirring for me.
Yeah.
And then you take a whole box of beef stock. Now, of course, you could make it with your own homemade beef stock. I don't know why you would do that, because this turns out just as good.
I hear you.
Okay, good.
I'm told you I'm about the shortcuts. So if you have it on hand and you've made it and you want to use it, go for it.
And if you do,
if you're me, do that.
And this means we won't add any salt, because of course this stuff is very salty. But if you're using your own homemade beef broth, first of all, I love you. Second of all, season generously with salt.
Right, because you're going to need it.
Then,
the flavor.
You know, usually with risotto, you got to add some liquid stir, add some liquid stir, add some liquid stir. So I broke all the rules there. 20 minutes later.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. That's why I never make risotto. I don't want to sit around here slaving over the kitchen like this every 2 seconds looking at it. So you just put the lid on it and go away and come back.
Yeah, give it a couple of stirs, and then when you're done, toss in the best ingredient of Ireland, butter.
Butter.
There was butter and bread everywhere. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, morning, noon, night.
That's my kind of place.
So this is your risotto. It's going to be finished now. And then to make this beautiful beef stew, it's a classic beef stew, celery, carrot, onion, some lovely beef tossed in oil and seared first, and then to make it Irish,
Guinness, baby. Yeah.
Now,
do it.
Officially, I was in Cork, which is in the southern part of Ireland, and that is not Guinness country at all.
At all?
There is a different stout there, either Murphy's or Beamish.
Okay.
Which you can't really get here.
Yeah.
So you got to just go to Ireland and like stock up your suitcase with some good stout.
Just do it. You know what? It makes a lot of sense though, because every region is going to have their own flavor and they're going to have their own thing. It just happens to be that we know Guinness. I mean, it's the biggest brand.
Exactly.
That everyone loves and uses.
And this is, I know everyone's everyone's going, she's putting a lot of beer in there.
There's a lot in there. I wasn't going to say anything, but yeah, it's a lot. Are we sharing this with the kids?
Well, you can if you want, because what's going to happen is this is going to cook for 2.5 hours.
Oh, okay.
So any alcohol that's in there is just going to disappear. The angels are going to drink it, as they say. And what's going to be left is this like absolutely glorious, sticky, beautiful beef stew.
Oh, that looks good.
Don't you just want to dive in there?
Well, it's hearty, and at this time of year, that's what you want.
Comfort.
Stick to your bones. I'd actually have this for breakfast.
Oh, so would I. See, you got your porridge, you got your beef.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
And then to finish out the plate, we wanted to, there was so much amazing vegetable, so many beautiful vegetable growers, and so we really wanted to honor that because Cork is called like the produce basket of Ireland.
Right.
Glorious kale. So just fabulous kale, a little bit of a saute. We call them Emerald Island greens because you know.
Yeah.
Because you know. And then you have this fantastic plate, which is not just a kind of homage to Ireland from me, but it's also really, really good.
Good and easy. Love that. Okay,
Always.
cityline.ca for the recipe there.